Test. Check. 1, 2.
Okay, well, how much longer you guys got? No, I don't mean tonight. I mean on the tour.
Oh. Till I think they're going to keep us busy till November.
Till November? Okay. Anything else I need to know about? Anything I'm missing?
These RME things, we do some recording. You do some recording, right?
Yeah, Jim multi-tracks and I also multi-track every show. The complexity of dealing with Steven's mix is that in which that I have upwards of 3 snapshots per song.
Really?
All with MIDI changes, and it's a full-blown ordeal. It's pretty complicated. So the ability to play tracks back through the board and make corrections to snapshots without a band, without anybody bothering you during the day is absolutely monumental. And
well, I've seen more and more bands go to the multiple monitor mixer.
Well, I think it's because not necessarily that it's better, but I think that you can do more now.
Right.
And
it's kind of it's expected now.
Yeah, artists are like going, well, hey, I thought that there was a little bit,
they're
6
demanding
more
a finished
milliseconds
product.
of reverb on this song.
That's a really good way to put it. They're demanding a finished product. It used to be, can I get a little bit more vocal in this wedge?
How about some hat?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yes. I'll talk to you
Thanks, I'm done. Yeah.
Now it's a whole studio project. If you go up there and you take some video of Brad's World, he's got a full-blown front-of-house package going on.
Yeah, no,
it's really...
Like however many auxes I've got in outputs for Joe Perry and in-ears and running a traditional monitor setup, he's doing the same thing, but in a front-of-house mode.
Yeah, I've got 26 effects returns.
Holy crap.
And they're all, at one point or another, they're all doing something, and it's all, it's all automated per snapshots, I mean, it gets so complicated that you actually forget what you've done. And I'm using a D5 with version 4 software, so I can put notes as to what each snapshot was doing, and without that, you're like...
You're lost.
Oh, you're lost. You're like, should that have just happened?
Yeah.
I wonder, what song is this?
Have you worked with a band before, so you kind of knew what you were getting into?
Well,
Brad's been here a long time.
Yeah, I've been here a long time. I started at the end of the 9 Lives tour as Lori Quigley's front of house tech.
Okay.
And then
Lori's out with
Kravitz, probably.
Lenny Kravitz.
Kravitz, right?
Europe.
Yeah.
But then went on to be the front of house tech on the Just Push Play tour with Lori, and then Jim came aboard after that, and I was Jim's tech for a couple of tours, and then Jim went to do Sting, and left the building, and then I became the front of house engineer at that very moment.
It was in this venue.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. The circle is now
Yeah, my wife's having a baby, and I'm going to do another tour.
See ya. Have
Good
fun.
luck.
Enjoy. Here's the keys. So I did 3 tours as a front of house engineer, and Jim came back, and I get a call saying, we want a monitor engineer who can do front of house and has done Aerosmith. And I said, well, that's going to be hard to find. And they said, no, actually, it's not going to be hard to find.
It's you.
It's you. And I never had molds in my head. I've never done anything like that before. And so I was just going, well, this is going to go over horribly, And I literally am mixing front of house, all the
Everything.
gags, everything, delay cue, anything you can do it front. We're doing it, and with the addition of audience mics,
right?
And I'm
that's
very
the only
happy
thing.
doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, right.
So you really have to kind of look at it as a front of house mix, because if you try to think of it in a monitor perspective, it just doesn't work for him anyway. So all that stuff keeps him entertained, and that's what we like.
Yeah, right.
Well, you need to get one of these consoles. Show him all the flashing lights. That'll keep him up.
No.
I'm made of that kind of money. Yeah, that's another interesting thing is it's so critical, and there's so much MIDI programming going on that I actually bought the rig so that it would never be torn down, because I've got probably realistically around 40 MIDI patches, and to let that gear go on a shelf and then leave, it's like,
who knows?
weeks of work in the studio with him,
Right.
and to let that go wasn't worth the money.
So you actually bought the rig.
I own the whole system that he that goes through him, and it's peace of mind, really.
Right.
You know, that nothing's going to change. I don't have to. I mean, and just replacing one piece of gear with the exact same piece of gear that doesn't have the 80 presets that you stored in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's that right there is huge peace of mind. So.